Want some Pepsi?
Yeah. You seem like you fell back from music for a while. Why?
I mean, at the time, I felt like it just wasn't pleasing me. You know what I mean? It just was like, all right, people will call me for features, I'll do it. And then I'll go on tour. Go on tour for 6 months, come back and hear the music on the radio. It's like, But then for the last year, me and Trash been together tight. And he was like, Capo, you nice, nigga. We got to do this, man. The world got to hear what you got to say. So he just kept me back in the booth doing it.
At what point did you fall back? Do you remember what era, what time it was?
I might say 04. 04, that's when music was coming out. I didn't understand. It was like there was too many artists I didn't know. I think that's when the South just started taking over, and I was like, damn, these niggas ain't saying nothing. Nothing. They got a good hook, and I ain't understand one word, and our radio stations is loving it. Like, I went to North Carolina. There was an artist out there. He just came out, and nobody in North Carolina played him. And then the next day, he was on Angie Martinez, and I said, God damn.
You remember the name of the artist? Oh, okay.
Still don't know the name.
Yeah.
But he was on Angie Martinez maybe a week later, and I'm like, well, how did he get that type of pull to come from down south? And he ain't known, but he's already on a major radio label. I mean, a radio station. Yeah. So that was pissing me off. And I knew artists that was from Queens and Brooklyn that was nice, and they can't go nowhere next to the radio stations. So I feel like even now, I feel like we New York artists, we embrace what we don't know, and that's where the internet fucked us up at, because we dissing each other on it. So now we can hear a song and we don't know MC Boom Boom, but they know they playing them out there and we don't know them, so we embrace it. Instead of, oh, I know who Roy Flush is, he ain't got to come up here. I know who Tragedy is, I heard their music. But we embrace people that we don't know. And that's what's fucked up with the internet and our radio stations now.
Do we have a scene in New York anymore?
Nah.
Remember, we had the Tunnel, we had the Muse, we had Home Base, we had places where you could go where this is hip hop.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Now we got lounges and shit, like
all
hipsters and shit, like, and hookah and shit.
But I think too, like, cause we gotta give a little credit to we gotta give a lot of credit to like Shabam, Sadiq, and Mikey Hands. Because I think like the shows that Flush and I was doing at It's Alive, that kind of got me and Flush to realize the shit we had between us, and it got us to feel that love.
It's a market for it.
It's a market for it, and so there. I mean, not to cut you, beloved. Like for me, like for that, I think, and I know it got both of us to see. Like, he's 100% right. There's not as big as a forum as it used to be. Like when you had the Tunnel, or you had Ritz, or you had Palladium. You know what I'm saying?
What was her name? Maria Davis.
Maria Country Club. Jessica at the Tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Incidentally, it was Queens niggas that shut the Palladium down. It was a Queens nigga that shut the Tunnel down. It was a Queens nigga that shut the Tunnel down. Queens nigga that shut the Palladium down. You know what I'm saying? And that we didn't got them big forums no more. But I gotta commend like Mike Hands and Shabam Sadiq, man, for like putting kind of, cause really at those shows, at those Alive shows, that's where me and Flush started. Like we was building before that, but that's when we got the feedback. Like, yo, son, we got to get on our shit. Like, cause we just happened. It was his show, right? And he was like, yo, come out with me, and it came off so good. It was like, yo. He was like, yo, from now on, when I do a show, you get a set in my show. And I'm like, yo, when I do a show, you get a set in my show. So it's like when we do shows, you basically get the both of us.
Where do you fit in the equation of a CNN album? Like, what role do you play?
I gotta hear this.
Yeah, you got Trash, you got Capone, you got N.Reaga. Right. Where do you?
I'm nice.
That's it. Queens. That's it.
I mean, but you know, I used to say I affiliated with all three. Paul's my cousin. First song Nori's on, and Nori's on a couple songs on my album, first album. You know what I'm saying? So I'm affiliated. We all affiliated together. But
that's crazy,
time,
because
I'm on it though.
Yo, you know what's funny? Because when Nori came here, the first time he came here, I said, yo, he'll tell you he going to record and say, I said, yo, why you don't do hooks no more, my nigga? My Cuban connection. But he was like, ever since you said that to me, I've been eating every hook I could get on.
Nah, but he was the hook master.
That's what I'm saying.
I used to be a record label like, okay, that's a nice song. Can you get Nori on the hook?
Can I add on with a round table fact, a hip hop fact, which only a few people will know? That actual hook came from their first song. It wasn't the hook of their first song. I ain't gonna stunt like my son is just regurgitating or recycling hooks. That wasn't the case. But it was a line in their one of the first songs for their demo that we didn't use, and it was called Half a Mil.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
So he took the line and made
he took a piece of the line and added on and made it a banging hook.
Wow.
But it was actually the first song that they came in and did as a demo, you know what I'm saying? But we just never used it.
Wow.
Because we started doing more joints and we was like, yo, this shit is advanced and we just gonna throw this out there on some mixtape shit. But it was actually a line in Half a Mil.
So I wanted to ask Flush, when you see all the beef going on in Queens that be taking place, how did you stay out of a lot of this? You seen Capone beefing with Prodigy, you seen Mobb Deep and CNN having beef. How did you stay out of all that?
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a street nigga, so a lot of times when there was little beefs like that, I would be the liaison. I would be the middleman to a lot of things because a lot of people knew I dealt with both parties. So I kind of kept it mediated like that, or if I knew he was over here and had a problem with him over here, I'll let one side know, stay away from that, you know what I'm saying? So I just was more the liaison of a lot of beefs that's in Queens. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people in Queens, if you get your chain snatched, they might call me to see if I can get it back from them. You know, I'm that type of dude.
So you connected?
Yeah.
You know, not like that. He's not a part of the underworld hip hop police. He just knows people. You know? Yeah. Just all right. So it's 9:30. We about to get the fuck out of here. We got to get you to come back with some music.
Yes.
Because I sent you the email, but he didn't email us nothing and shit. So we know he's not social network internet savvy a little bit.
That was a little shot. You had to expect that.
No. Y'all bugging out because the shot was earlier. That's when he was talking about the internet. That's why I'm like,
I didn't even peep that one. You shot.
So but you was somebody that was requested by the fans to come here. That's why I reached out to you. So it's a hit list that they want.
Cool.
After Trage, it was like, yo, you got to get this person, you got this person. I said, yo, I got to get Royal Flush.
Yes. You know and being that there was no music or nothing, I definitely would like to come back and maybe the end of this month or the beginning of the next month and really bring my music so people could actually hear what I'm doing. Yes.
So is the videos out?
Yes.
All right, so we'll make sure we...
Yeah, all you gotta do is Google Royal Flush. It's called, the name of the album, Grand Capo. I got 3 videos out right now. I got one with me and Nutso called Queens. I got another one out with me and Elegy called New York Never Sleeps. I got a couple joints out.
All right, we'll get those out there to the people. So just let them know on this camera. They're on ForbesDVD.com.
Forbes DVD, man. And for a long time, I always wanted to get on this show. Word.
And now you on here.
And I'm on it.
Yo, like I said, this man made one of the greatest records ever in hip-hop. It's called Ice Down Medallions. If you didn't hear that record, fuck you.
Word. Do your history. Do your homework.
Yeah, that's what y'all need to do. Check out Ice Down Medallions by Royal Flush, Noreaga on the hook. That was Noreaga too. That wasn't N.O., that wasn't Nori. That was Noreaga.
The fat Nori.
Yeah. No, he wasn't fat.
Oh no, he was skinny actually.
That's what he looked like. That's what his nephew looked just like him.
Yeah, that's right. That was a skinny Nori.
Yeah. So that's what it is, yo, man. Thank y'all for coming, man.
Thank you, baby. Right. Thank you.
This footage is sponsored by GotThatKnock.com. A new website dedicated to the DJs and producers all around the world. On the website, you can find beat making videos, tips and tricks on how to be a better DJ, how to be a better producer. Also, you can find interviews from your favorite producers, your favorite record execs, and DJs all around the world. Log on to GotThatKnock.com.